welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Dawn here. So today I'm with you because we are going to be creating a birthday card. So I have a couple of, well, I have a birthday coming up. I do actually have a couple of birthdays coming up, but I thought I'd just come on and I would create this one with you. So this is just some white card. It's the brand is Image, I think it's called. It's 160 GSM, which it's a bit on the thin side, I'm not going to lie, but however it's nice and smooth and I do like it. So I'm just going to use this just to do some embossing. So I have these embossing powders that I did get from Chloe's Creative Cards. They were on special, so I picked out a couple. I'm not sure how they go yet, so I thought we'll do a bit of stamping and we'll see what we have. So I've picked out Purple Cosmos, Lagoon Breeze, and then Totally Tropical. This one's a glitter, and this one is Pom Pom Pink again, which is a glitter. So what I'm wanting to do is I'm wanting to, oh, and I've also picked out these two stamps. So these two stamps came from Chloe's Creative Cards. So the website is just there. These were in the sale. They were super, super cheap. Absolutely gorgeous. And what I thought was, I love this heart. I thought this heart would look gorgeous as our background. Oh, and here comes the husband. Thank you, husband. Oh, bless. Your hand didn't quite show then, but yeah. You're not a ninja. Every time. Every time. Right. So what I'm going to do is actually get out, if I can grab it. I just want to grab my stamping platform for this because we are, like I said, we are going to do some heat embossing. So let's grab this out. And at the minute, I think because I have to get used to my brace, I think it's definitely better. So I'm finding it quite hard to, yeah, because I can't move my thumb. But hopefully when I get my new brace, hopefully it'll be a lot better. But it's just to try and reduce the amount of swelling in that joint, and then hopefully we can just use one of those pressure ones. So I have actually decided, so a long talk with my husband, because obviously the doctors have just confirmed what I already knew. So I think I'm going to invest in either a Cricut or a Brother Scan and Cut, but I don't know which one to go for. I'm thinking that the Brother Scan and Cut is probably the one, the Cricut is the one that I'm going to go for. Now, I haven't got much funds, and I've been looking around, and I am thinking that the Cricut Explore #2, or yeah, whichever one that is, I think that's the one that I'm going to go for. So let me know in the comment section below if you have the Explore 2, and if you do, is it worth me getting that one, or is it worth me saving up a little bit more money and getting the newest version? So it is just to help me out with my fussy cutting. That is it. I don't know. I'm useless with yeah, with anything like that. Now, what you've just seen me just do is I've just cut this down to 5 3/4 by 5 3/4, because I am actually going to make a 6 by 6 card. So I'm putting this in the center. So let me turn this around, because I think it needs to be on the clear. Is it that side? Yes. So the last time I used this was with a rubber stamp. So I do have this. This is a clear mark embossing pad. It is from Nuvo. So I did have a couple of these. Well, I have another one, but the lid was falling off, and I thought it was time to get a new one. So that's what we're doing. So I'm just going to make sure this is yeah, well pressed down. So if you can let me know whether or not the Cricut Explore 2 is worth the money, or whether or not I should save up some more money and get the more up-to-date version. That would be really, really cool if you could. So what I need is, I need something in which, right, this will do, to put the embossing powder on. So I'm sort of looking at that, and it's not looking as though it's got much detail in. So do you know what? I'm just going to stamp that again. So let's push that back in, because I I'm thinking there's some details I'm missing. So yeah, so that's what I am thinking. But I mean, I'm still going to fussy cut, I just can't fussy cut on the level that I fussy cut at the minute. Well, I know I can't fussy cut with this thing on. So I did take it off last night. It was really getting on my nerves, but I didn't do anything with it. I didn't cut or, yeah, I was good. I was a good girl. Right, okay, so let's just move that out of the way. And then I think what I'm going to do is actually come in with this colour. Let's come in with Lagoon Breeze, because I think that's gorgeous. And I can't open it, guys. Oh no. And husband, oh, there we go. I was going to say, and husband has his headphones in, so it's not like I can just easily shout him. Although I could have shouted Lucy. Okay, so making sure we've got plenty of coverage on that. And I've just realised I didn't use my anti-static bag, which is a bit stupid. Look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? So let's pop this away. So yeah. I want little tubs for these. I've decided. I've seen people where they have little tubs and then they have these little dishes. These little dishes actually, I have lots and lots of them. They're from when I did, when I do my beading. But yeah, I like the idea of that. Right, let me just grab my heat tool. So I'm just going to turn it on because I'll do this on camera. Just blow off that. And I'm going to go from underneath. So, and let's see how this looks. Oh, wow. That looks really, really pretty. Don't know if it's showing up on camera. So just making sure it is all melted. Oh, look at that. Isn't that just absolutely beautiful? Really, really nice. Loving that a lot. Now, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking it's very, very white. But we will deal with that in a moment, because I think we'll do some ink blending on it. Now for the butterfly, because I want a big butterfly to sort of come up, I think I'm gonna use this pom pom pink with the glitter on. That just looks absolutely stunning. Right, let me think. What are we gonna do? I'm wondering whether to do the ink blending now actually. And what I'm thinking is, oh, see, I don't want too many colours because I don't want it all to clash. However, I'm wondering whether to come in with my shaded lilac. So let's do that. Okay, I'm going to grab my purple brush, and then what I'm going to do, actually, where's my big brush? Because I can feel that there is like bits of embossing powder all over here. I can just feel it. Right. That's much better. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I have a glass mat, so I know that I can just come in off my glass mat all the way around. So just like this, but I just feel like it just needed a bit of colour. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, now I have to admit, I am rubbish at ink blending. This card is actually not too bad for ink blending. I am literally rubbish at it. So yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to go all over it. I'm wondering whether or not to do the full, like get lots of colour on there. As you can see, this blending is terrible. So I'm gonna, do you know what, I think I might have to learn how to do stuff with my left hand. Should we have a go? Actually, it feels better to do it with my left hand. It doesn't, yeah, it's not as achy. I mean, we're still getting the blotchy bits, but we're going to make that work to our advantage. So, you know, if you're not very good at ink blending, like myself, like I say, I'm absolutely rubbish at it. I don't think I've ever had a nice blend yet. Maybe once or twice, so maybe. But, you know, we can just, you know, bring that to our advantage. So it's all good. And I have to admit, using this hand to do the ink blending is definitely better. So it's just, I think, it's just learning to do things new ways sometimes, isn't it? So, and we just want to get this other hand better so that we don't have to wear this silly splint anymore. We can just wear like a little glove. Okay. Right. So as you can see, that is not very good blending at all. It is very patchy. I do not mind I just think it's going to add to it. Right, let me just grab my rag, because I'm just going to go over my embossed piece in the centre. And I have took a bit of the embossing off, but that's fine. And then what I want to do is I want to add in some water. So, like so. Like this, and it just to give it more texture. I'm just going to leave that a moment. Actually, I'm just going to there. Oh, right, and then I'm just going to get my rag and I'm going to lift off that water, so it gives it a nice background. I like that. I really like that actually. So don't know if you can see, it's got like a water effect on it. So it's all good. Right, okay, so now that we've done that, the other thing I would like to pull in is some peel-offs. So let's grab some peel-offs. Let's have a look which ones we want. I'm wondering whether to go with the green ones. So these ones. So this is the green Stardust colour. Because I think it'd be quite nice to have these on. So I'm going to go with the thickest width. I'm going to put this on my mat. Okay, and then we're just going to follow that line so that I know that that's nice and straight. Scissors. Okay, so I'm just going to cut that, and we're going to save that end bit because it can be used on another project. Okay, and then turn them around like so, and then let's do the same again. So I'm going to use the thickest width, and I'm going to do this all the way around. Okay, so, and just like so. And then that's just framing our card for us. So, which is awesome. And then another one. Like I said, this is just our background piece. We are going to do some more embossing. We're going to do the butterflies. So, okay. There's that one. Again, pop that in there. That's that bit, and then that's that bit, and then the last one. So I need the widest width again. Try to stop everything falling down. Okay, I'm just going to pop that there, and we're going to just try and get it straight. So there we go. Right. Put that on there, and then I know I've gone very quiet. I'm sort of concentrating, guys. Right, okay, so that round there. So the next I want a 6x6 card base out. I'm hoping I have some. patterns. Oh yes, I do. No, I don't. Right, let me just grab some, because I'm thinking I want to stick this onto the card base now, although, well, the only problem is, yeah, that's not big enough. I was going to say, I quite like that craft one. The only ones I've got in my drawer have patterns on. I mean, actually, it wouldn't be the end of the world if I used it, but it's not really what I'm looking for. So what I need to do is I just need to go into my card base box and grab it out. Yeah, my card base. So let's have a look. Right, let's get one of these out. So these are the card bases that I normally use. I either use these ones or I actually get them from my local boys store where you get 50 in a pack, but they all work out about the same, about 10p a card. So there's 30 in here, and that's from the works. It's £3. And then there's the ones that I normally get from my local boys store. They actually are 50 in a pack, and they're £4.99. So works out at 10p a card. So perfect for when yeah, you don't want to make your own. Oh, that tastes lovely. Right, okay, I want to raise this up. So I do have these full sheets of foam. So let's use these. Okay, so that can go there. And then, so it's all well covered. That in there, and then that in there. So these are actually all from magazines. It's just what is sort of left, and actually they're coming in handy. I do want to, I really want to start using my cardboard again. I have so much cardboard, it's ridiculous. But I just seem to, all of a sudden, have accumulated so much foam that it's absolutely ridiculous. So I am using it all up as best as I can. So I just don't like to waste at all. I was actually playing the other day, I can't remember what it was I was doing. I think I was doing a how many cards video, and yeah, I thought, you know what, I'm going to use all my glues up, my half glues that I've had out, because obviously you know that I favour the Nouveau and the Art Glitter Glue. So I thought, right, I'm going to get all the other glues that I've just sort of stopped using. We're going to use them up, and I used everything up, and then I thought, right, I'm going to also use up as many of the as I can, the foam. And I was absolutely gutted because I did actually have to throw out a full sheet of a full sheet of foam because it had lost all of its stick. And I was and I just think, you know, I prefer to use certain things, but if we have stuff in our stash now, that is terrible. That is so wonky. That is like the wonkiest I've ever done. Oh dear. Right, so to combat that, what I'm going to do is actually just cut around the card, I think, because that is terrible. Oh, that's really bad, guys. And I don't think, oh, can we get it off, please? Yes, because I can't give that out while it's so wonky. That would have been a total nightmare. So let's try this again. And let's see if we can actually get this so that it is straighter. That's terrible as well. Right, what am I doing wrong? Might have to get another card base out. Right, let's try this again. I'm going to try it from the top. Oh my word, guys. Right, let's have a look. Please be straight. You look straight. You do look straight. Right, I can deal with that. I can cut that down, but that is straight as far as my eyes can see. Is that straight? Yes, that is straight. Right, so that's our base done. So let's move that off to the side. And what we're going to do now is, let me bring this back in. Now, if you can hear anything, husband is off today. He's cutting the grass, so I'm taking advantage of him cutting the grass. And because I really wanted to come and craft. But I did promise him that I wouldn't craft when he was off work. Anyway, he's cutting the grass, so he's doing chores. I can come in and have a play, so that's what we're doing. Right, I'll put them away later. So I mean, you don't have to go out and buy what I'm using. Please use what's in your stash, guys. You can do this with anything. So my theme is butterflies for this one. So honestly, just use what you have. Now, these stamps are absolutely beautiful quality. They really are. Oh, look at that, just to say it's because we are going to be doing some fussy cutting. So let's get this on there. So the way to use a stamp machine, a stamping platform like this, is make sure your piece is always pushed into the corner. If you can have your piece pushed into the corner, if it moves, which it will do with these particular stamps, because they're very sticky and they are photopolymer, so you always find you get they're just a little bit more sticky than what you sort of normally have. So it will move. Okay, there we go. I've just stuck them. So when it moves with the paper, once you've stamped it, you know that all you have to do is just push it straight back into that corner. So it's all good. So but you also need to make sure as well that your magnets don't go on this. This is the 6-inch one from Electronic Studio, so it's a Tim Holtz one. I always make sure I don't put my magnets past 6, because on this bit there is a lip. It's a bit of a nightmare, because if you put your magnets there near that bit, it's going to stop you getting a perfect impression. So that's another thing sort of to remember. Right, I hope this works, because like I said, this is something completely different to what I would normally do. So, oh, look at my coffee. So I'm going to do it a couple of times if we need to. Oh, that looks so pretty. Oh, that looks really pretty. Right, okay. I'm very tempted actually to come in and do some baby butterflies as well. Oh, nice. Right, so let's move those off there, because we do have a little bit of paper left. Pop that up there. And then I just want to grab a sheet of paper, and this time we're going to use the Pom Pom Pink. Oh, Lucy, just in time. Please can you open that for Mum? Just in time, I don't have to struggle. Coffee is lovely.
You need to use strength.
I know, but our mummy has a poorly hand. So let's get this on. How gorgeous is that colour? This actually colour, Lou, looks like my hair, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I think we need to put glitter in my hair. I want glitter in my hair, Lucy. Do you think we're able to? I didn't use my embossing buddy again. I keep forgetting about my embossing buddy. My embossing buddy, Lucy, is like a little cloth thing that is got like a powder in it.
Did you say so?
Yeah. Not that I know where. Oh, there it is. Oh, that little thing. Yeah, right, if I put it on the desk. Okay, so let's get this back in here, and then I'm going to heat that and see what that looks like. But that is a gorgeous colour. I think this is my favourite. Oh, and I've got it everywhere, because why wouldn't I? Right, put that back. Put this lid on. Get my big brush. I'm not even going to... I used this brush on a live and I managed to say it all wrong. Yeah, so anybody who's watching this who saw that live will know exactly what I'm talking about. Oh dear, I was in stitches for the rest of the live. I just couldn't speak. Anyway, let's heat this up and let's see how gorgeous this looks too. So I'm going in underneath. I like to go in underneath because I think that it doesn't blow any of the embossing powder away, and it definitely works better if you use a thinner card. Oh, that is gorgeous. So nearly there, and then once I've done underneath, I like to then come on top and just give it a final go over. Oh, how gorgeous is that gonna look? Yes, I like that. Right, I need my scissors. There they are. Alright, wish me luck guys, because I've not fussy cut with this on yet, so we will see how bad my fussy cutting is. Although, I have to say, it's all good because I'm not moving my scissors. I am just moving my paper when I fussy cut. So I'm finding this actually with the brace on quite easily. I know I don't normally talk about my anything that is wrong with me because this is my crafting channel. You know, you don't need to hear it, but I have to say this is like my second proper video, I think, doing using my brace. So it's quite, I think it's quite nice for me to sort of hear when I listen back to what struggles I'm having at the time, and it helps me learn as well what I can and can't do with it on. So if I do mention it in a couple of videos, I do apologise. It's just me trying to get used to it. Like I said, I'm hoping it's only for a couple of months and we can change it. So yeah, so we'll see. It's just seeing if it does its job really. Right, okay. Oh, look at that. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to come in. I'm thinking, oh, right. What colour? What colour goes? Do I want to bring in a teal colour or a pink colour? Well, if it doesn't look right, we can always just, yeah, if it doesn't look right, we can just do it again. So I'm going to come in with the teal. And so I'm just colouring this in. I just want the butterflies colour because I don't like the white, but I don't want to do any ink blending on these. So yeah. Oh, actually, do you know what? That teal looks lovely. So this pen colour is BG32. So that's the colour that I'm using for this particular card. I don't know why I've just put a dot in there because I want those to be a nice dark pinky colour. So the butterflies we're going to keep teal because we've got that heart underneath which is teal, so it just helps bring everything together. Now the next thing that I want to do, I'm trying to see if I can get a full card out of that A5 sheet. So I have brought a die out of my stash and it's just a happy birthday die, which I will show you in a moment. And we're going to cut out happy birthday and then just using my Copic markers I'm going to colour it in. Now you do not need Copic markers for this. This is just what I have. You can use your Pro markers, you can use felt tip pens, you can use coloured pencils, you could use your distress inks, you could use any other inks that you have. You can use whatever you want for this. You do not have to use. This is all about using whatever you have in your stash. So please don't feel like what I'm using is what you need. I'm very good, well, I like to get a bargain, so I do buy a lot of stuff, although I haven't bought anything for 2 weeks. How amazing am I? No crafty products at all for 2 whole weeks. And I'm hoping not to buy any more for another couple of weeks because hubby has just gone back to work, so obviously we need to work out money and what we have and what we don't have. And right, I'm coming in with my oh no, I think that might be too dark. I'm going to come in with my R56. So yeah, so I am a big believer that you shouldn't go out and buy things just because somebody else has it. You know, look at their design, look at what they're creating and see what you can do using what's in your stash. So for this one, find any butterfly stamp that you have, any heart stamp that you have, and both will do. You don't have to use the same embossing powder as I have. You don't even have to use embossing powder. You can just use ink. So yeah, it's all about just having a play with what you have already in your stash. This is just giving you some ideas. If you haven't got peel-offs, then use a ruler and a coloured pen. Works wonders. It's what I used to do until I fell in love with peel-offs. I'm trying to think what else there is that I have or what you can use. So yeah, I mean, we all have some sort of cardstock in our stash. If you don't, what you could actually do, which is a bit of a faff on, but it still works, is get some photocopy paper and glue together 3 sheets and that'll give you like a card base. So if you've run out of card, just use your photo card. It won't be as brilliant, but if you use like a glue stick to glue it together with, I can't see why it wouldn't work. So yeah, how gorgeous does that look? Oh wow, 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 and wow. Right, I'm going to just fold that over. Oh, that is just so beautiful. I mean, how amazing does that look? Oh, I love it. Right, I really want to do some more. Right, so let's move this just off to this, I'll put it up there, off to the side a moment, because what I'm going to do, so I'm not going to be able to do everything with this one piece. I mean, I could, but I want some more, as you can see. So I will do my happy birthday again in a moment. But what I want to do is looking at that and seeing how gorgeous that looks. I want to come in with some smaller butterflies. Oh, definitely, because I think it would be nice to have some smaller ones on. So we have some, let me just stick that on there. We've got, this one's got butterflies on it. Oh, they all have. So I'm going to go with those ones. Yeah. Right, and what I'm going to do is actually finally use my embossing buddy. There we go. So if you can hear anybody snoring, that's Lady. So she is behind me snoring her little head off because she likes to snore. So yeah, she's so cute. And so is Quincy. Although Quincy's got a massive attitude at the minute. He thinks that everybody should do what he wants to do. Right, I've got to be very careful putting these down because they're still quite sticky. So wherever they land is where they land. Oh, it would help if I didn't do that with the lid, wouldn't it, guys? Okay, so I'm just going to stick that down. And I think what I might do is come in with a different colour for these ones. So let me do this. Let me get rid of these little butterflies. So I can go back on there like so. Okay, and then I'm going to bring back this, but I'm thinking let's do some purple. Why not? And then let's do that. This is really fine embossing powder. It's absolutely lovely. And then we're just going to do, I mean, how much better is that using your embossing buddy? Much, much better. Right, okay, so looks like I've stamped too much there and not enough there. Anyway, we'll see what it looks like. That's all we can do. I'm not the best at embossing, but then again, I haven't done a lot of it. Come on, off you come. Right, okay, let's put that on. I just noticed I got that off quite easily. Right, I'm going to bring in, oh, do you know what? Let's bring this down because it's so much easier. This has got all my regular tools on that I use. So let's turn this on and let's go for it. Oh, that looks lovely. Do you know what? I really like that colour. It's so delicate. Right. Quick blast on the top. Okay. Yeah, really like that. So, I don't need that out anymore. So let's put that away just because the desk is starting to get a bit full. And then put them back in there. Just grab my scissors. And I'm thinking that I'm going to cut this one out and I'm going to cut, actually I'm going to have those two size ones, so let's cut these out. And then I think we'll do what we did with the pink one. I'm going to come in with that, the teal colour. And I think we're going to colour everything in that we can with that teal because I think it's just going to look beautiful. And then I'm going to die cut out our sentiment, and I'm just going to use some white cardstock. So I'm going to go in my scrap bin and see what I have in there. And we'll die cut the happy birthday out. So I mean, I haven't stopped the camera yet. I mean, so far this card's taken 35 minutes, which I don't think is bad actually, considering all the different steps and the work that we are doing. So that's going to go on there like that, and then these are just going to sit in the corners. Oh, do you know, I really like that. So again, when I'm fussy cutting, I'm not moving my scissors, I am moving my paper. It does make it a lot easier as well, because the only thing you have to concentrate on is actually opening and closing the scissors. So yeah, I am going to invest though in some scissors that spring back to see if that helps as well. These are my favourite of all though. This is the only downside, is these are actually my favourite ones. Right, okay, I'm not going to use those two. Right, let's get this together. So BG32 again, let's come in. Just going to pop some colour in on these butterflies. So let's get that done, and then our last thing is, I'm going to keep this pen out because I think I'm going to colour the white in this BG34 as well for the happy birthday, because I think that'll look really nice. So I mean, it just helps that yeah, it just really helps that butterfly stand out just a little bit more. You can also go around the edge with the pen if you would like to, so you don't have to keep that edge white, so it would stand out just a little bit more. So yeah, okay, so there's that. Right, so now what we're going to do, let's get the scrap bin out. So it's just up here, and I just want a piece of white card stuck out, so that will do. Put that back, and then we're going to grab my cutting plates. So the happy birthday is just this one. It, like I said, it's just in my stash. I can't remember where it was from. It did have packaging with it when I got it, but yeah, I really can't remember. So I'm going to just pop that through. Now on my die cutting machine, it is now on a Lazy Susan, so it makes my life so much easier. Oh, so let's turn the machine on. Let's put that through. So I can just turn my machine and out it comes. Okay. Hopefully that has cut, and it has. So let's turn you back. Right. Okay. So I'm just going to release it. And then what we're going to do is, once it's been released, there we go, is I'm going to come in with this same colour and just use the chisel end, and I'm just going to colour this in the colour that we've used on everything else, and that just helps it match in together quite nicely. So that's what we're going to do. So, and then what we'll start doing is we'll start sticking our piece together, and we can safely say we're done. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. So it's just using some of the products that I did get. I did haul them on my channel that I got from Chloe's Creative Cards and Things. So I did say the prices at the time. She still does have some of the stuff on sale, so do go over and check her out. So if you just type in Google, because I will forget to put links in, I always do, but if you just put in Google Chloe's Creative Cards and Things, and then if you go in her shop and put and go to the sale section, you should find these. Whether they're still in stock, I do not know, but like I say, you do not have to buy what I have. So let's get this all put together. So what I'm going to do is work out where we're going to have happy birthday. Do you know what, I'm very tempted. I quite like the idea of having the happy birthday there, but then it's not standing out, so maybe I should use a different colour. Or know. Oh, what about there? Or maybe, oh, I'm not sure, guys. I really want this on. It's the happy birthday. Do you know what? We're going to separate it because I'm not happy with it. Okay. So I'm going to have happy up there. And let's just, lady, stop snoring your bum off. She really is snoring, you know. And Quincy. So, like I say, if you hear anything, it's just them two. They're in the beds. Oh, much better. I prefer it like that. Right, okay, so let's get this stuck down. So I'm just going to use my art glitter glue for this. So let's pop this on. Like so. And that's just going to sit up there. And then I'm just going to put a little line of glue just down the centre, and I'm going to put it right in the centre of that middle butterfly, just there. Do the same with these, so bend them back, and then I'm just going to stick these so that, yep, there's one, and then let's do the second one. Okay, and stick that down, and then let's do our birthday. So again, just, okay, pop that on just like that. So very last thing that I am going to do, I have lots of different gems here, so I'm just going to grab some and put them in this bit. I always do that. And then let's pop some gems on, and then I think we can safely say that we're done. So I really hope that you've enjoyed this video. Yeah, it's like a little different, isn't it? Definitely different to what I would normally do. I'm trying to find some nice sort of colours. Yeah. Just different ones. So I'm thinking maybe that up there. So we have 5. Yeah, I like that. Right, okay, so let's get them stuck down. So yeah, it is a little bit of a different card, different to my usual style, but like I said, I just wanted to have a play today, so I think what's come about looks really pretty. So I'm sort of just changing where I wanted them. Right, there we go. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's definitely a very girly, a very purpley. Yeah. Isn't that so cute? So yeah, I do hope you've enjoyed this video. I've loved making it for you guys. I've loved sitting in my craft room and just having a play, because that's what having a craft room is all about, or even a craft space. So yeah, do please subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hopefully I'll see you again in another video very soon. But until then, happy crafting everyone. Bye.